So, welcome everyone to World of Tanks. I am playing here in a platoon of 3 with a few people who haven't played this game that much yet. And I am playing with a premium tank, T-127. It's a nice little tier 3 tank. And we're here in the map of a province. I pretty much always go down here because, well, I don't really care about the possibility of camping on the hillside, so yeah. I just started driving here at the down. And first I'm thinking about going even further, but then as a few enemies are spotted, I kind of want to be staying near the building here. First little protection that we have here at least. Did try to shoot one shot, trying to look a little bit around. I see that there's a T-18 or something going there, but then there's the M2 light tank that I'm deciding to shoot at least a little bit. But yes, there's a lot of firing coming from that direction. I just decided to use this building a little bit more for cover. I could have tried to shoot that PT2, but well, I kind of missed that opportunity there. Just trying to see if we could spot anything that would be firing on my platoon mate, but unfortunately we cannot really see anything. So I'm just deciding to look a little bit at least to the PT2's direction if it would want to try to do anything else. My other platoon mate is going pretty far away at this moment, so well, as he spots something, I decide to be taking a few shots into that direction if possible. That one is in the hiding position, but the other one is completely out in the open, so unfortunately one shot that didn't do any damage, but at least we are able to take him out together with some other tank that was shooting from the other side of the hills probably. The PT2 has finally decided to start moving. And I get a pretty lucky shot on him, lifting him on fire even, so that was a nice one to get. But we are, well, we're not really down on tanks, but we just don't really have, well, most of our tanks are basically on our starting positions still, so most haven't really been moving anywhere from there. Just tried to take one lucky shot that really didn't have any good possibilities of hitting, but oh well, it's not really that serious. I just don't want to be moving too quickly forward, just want to take a little bit carefully here, use these bushes if we could see anything on the lower town side of the enemy side. Because if I go forward to the hillside, if there would be anything, they could pretty easily shoot me, just like I shot the enemy PT2, so just want to take it a little bit carefully, trying to see if I can spot anything. But yeah, this is kind of the role that I usually like to play, this kind of a little bit of scouting role anyways. I like to be pretty aggressive, and just yeah, the thing that one still has to try to practice more is just staying alive in this kind of a scouting position. As yeah, that is also one factor that will contribute a lot if you win or not, if you try to stay alive or not. So then, as we still don't really see anything, I decided to do this kind of a different route into the hillside here, not going to either of the roadsides because, well, those would be something that the enemy more expects us to use. So I decided rather to take this kind of another route, thinking about what route I would really like to be using here. Decided to go a little bit more from the right here and see if we can spot anything. There's one enemy at least far away, and I spot an enemy where I didn't really expect to be spotting an enemy, but as it's trying to go away already, I just took that one quick shot. 10, and just trying to see if I could spot it again. It decides to be moving a little bit more in that direction, but yeah, then I noticed that someone is at least shooting from that direction, and there at least I'm a little bit lucky of not getting more damage from an ASU-18. So, but I decided to try to back down, but I kind of get stuck with the house there. I think that, okay, I might take on that T-46, but then I noticed that one other tank also got interested in me and just trying to maneuver myself out of there. I could have tried to stop him from turning to my direction and fight him there, but he had bodies there, so I just rather back down and try to stay alive in the scouting position. And yeah, I do know that that's someone that D2 is trying to shoot me, but I'm just trying to get into a position here where I would be hard to hit, and as those tanks are trying to move to the other side, I'm then starting to concentrate on them as no one is coming to get me. Few bad shots though on the moving targets, but oh well. Sometimes you shoot better, sometimes less well, but now that I at least concentrated a little bit, I shot the PT-7 and immediately there, so that I can't really shoot them well. Just have to maneuver a little bit and then try to take them out again.
That's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt. Then just patiently trying to take them out. One taken care of. Then there's still the PT-7. I don't know, maybe my aim was a little bit laggy when I was shooting that one shot there, but PT-7 is then trying to hug the rock very much, but I suppose he thought that it wouldn't really help him too much, so he thought about trying to back down, but that wasn't really a very good decision from him, nevertheless. Well, they didn't get me out, so I was here in a perfect position to shoot them. Then I'm a little bit careless here of trying to move forward because, yeah, there's still the few tanks there, so I'm just trying to get to the area where they cannot shoot me that well as quickly as possible. And yeah, back into this corner here. And I think that maybe I could try to do something about them, at least one or the other. And this one actually is pretty easily here to be shot at, so just taking care of him. And yeah, that one is specifically thinking about wanting to get me, I'm sure. Fortunately for me, I'm behind a rock. So I'm kind of wondering what I would want to be doing here. I think that maybe I could spot the E2 for others or the artillery to shoot at, because it's kind of annoying that it's there. But I don't really want to be going forward into that direction more, so just trying to see if I could get any help to that guy. Anyone to shoot him, but apparently there's not really anyone who could shoot him. He's still behind a rock there, so then I'm kind of wondering what I would like to be doing. He's not really that dangerous in there as long as I'm not in a position where he could shoot me easily. And this Monster 38T is completely out in the open now, so I'm just, of course, taking a few free shots at him, then just looking very behind me so that the T2 wouldn't be able to get hits on me. Then I just decided to move a little bit back here on this hillside where I had been before. T2 did try to hit me again once. Just waiting here for a moment to see what's happening in different places. Then just deciding to look at that Panzer 38 when it, of course, attacked there completely. So one quick shot and I got him. Of course, a little bit lucky as well. Wouldn't be otherwise possible to get him. But then, yeah, I'd start to climb the hill again. I'm sure that the T2 shouldn't be able to spot me anymore in here. But yeah, you get a little bit stuck here. And the T-18 wasn't here anymore either, so just taking a little bit of time to really get over this damnable hill now. But, well, it happens. It happens from time to time. Takes a little bit of time to get into where I want to be. And then I don't want to be going from the same place that I exactly went before, so I take a little bit of a different route. And I actually spot the enemy artillery. So I decided to be trying to shoot at him. Bad shot. But now I'm kind of afraid he would be ready to shoot at me soon, and I also noticed that the T2 is very much wanting to get to me, so just trying to wait here a little bit to see if I could get any help, and then just packing down. Here I'm a little bit lucky that I don't die because the T-18 was certainly wanting to get me. But again, just backing down into behind the rock so that I can stay alive as long as possible. Then I just want to be waiting for a moment. I know the TD on the other side is moving to that T-18. I see the T-18 is now paying attention to him, so I again start moving here. But again, I don't want to go exactly to the same spot that I was before. So I think that maybe I could spot their movement up and below pretty well if I come into this kind of direction, and shouldn't be that easily shot by them, at least without getting some backup from the few other tanks and the artillery unit that is alive. The artillery has been able to make at least a few very nice kills here. Here I am, just waiting to see where we would be spotting the enemy tanks then. And the TD is also moving into a different kind of position. I'm a little bit worried about it. Just wanting to turn myself at least towards it. And then I'm kind of hearing that there's some shots, so I'm looking where someone is shooting, and there's some shots going there. And yeah, then I noticed the artillery unit is trying to get to me. I can just see a very little part of him. I wanted to shoot before he did, and didn't get him at first. Now at least did. I thought that I might have been able to get to the side of the T-18, but that wasn't possible anymore. So I'd rather stay here and try to wait for artillery or someone else to help me with it, because it's a strong tank. And then the D2 attacks. And I just wanted to make sure that he didn't get to my side or back. And now I just want to be using my little bit stronger front, ETC, a little bit like using my scaling it a little bit in that way that it wouldn't be able to shoot at me that well, and there I then were able to get it. So as said, a pretty nice match for a tier 3 tank. Did do a pretty nice amount of damage overall too. As you can see, I did overall 1192 damage, killed 7 guys, and got the Top Gun, Patrol Duty and Scout as well, which is pretty nicely. So yeah, that was a very nice game with a small tire tank, which I don't play that often, so I thought that I would be recording it here for one different type of a game. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you another time.